Live your best, love what's next. 55 Plus Living is waiting for you. Right now may be the best time to make your move. This is our third video, so if you're just now joining us, then you have some catching up to do. If you're watching this video, then chances are you're considering downsizing, and downsizing square feet of your home does not mean you want to downsize your lifestyle. And in this video, you are not going to be bored with the obvious. This is a bedroom, this is a bath, this is a kitchen. You've experienced some levels of success and you know what those look like. In fact, this may be one of your last homes, so you have quite a bit of experience of what a kitchen and bath look like. But what I do want to share and point out when we take the tour of this next group of homes is what is considered standard feature and what is an option that you can have in these particular floor plans. And as a bonus, you will hear from someone who has decided to downsize and start their new chapter in a new place, in their new home, in this vibrant, active, elegant 55 plus community of Webb in Legacy Hills and Celina, Texas. Are you ready? Oh, by the way, if this is your first time to this channel, subscribe below, share, press the bell to be notified anytime anything's going down around a DFW Metroplex, and give us a thumbs up. There are 3 different series that Webb offers you. And in those 3 different series, there are 4 different floor plans. So remember, you're catching up if this is your first video. We've already covered the Echelon, which is the largest group of homes that they have to offer. You can have 3.5 bath plus a 3-car garage, a golf cart garage. You got a lot of options going on there. Maybe that's more of like your fit. Or you've also had a chance to look at our second video that showcased the Distinctive series. Maybe that's more to your liking, not quite as large as the Echelon. Maybe you're feeling like the Goldilocks when you're watching these. This one is too big, this one is too small, and you're looking for something just right. So if that just right just may be the Scenic Series that we're going to tour. Oh, by the way, if you have not seen those other 2 videos, then in the description section of this video, we're going to have the link so you can go back and enjoy those later. But for now, stick with me as we look at these beautiful homes and great options for you in the Scenic Series. And it was a very windy day. This is one of the Scenic plans, and although it's one of the smaller plans, it packs a mighty punch. This is the compass directing you to your next home sweet home. This is the largest of the 3 that we will tour today in the Scenic Series, where you can enjoy a 3rd bedroom or a sunroom as an option. The one room that I really want to showcase and show you today is the flex space. This is typically what you would see designed and staged as an office, but I like the fact that they're showing this as an exercise room. And I may or may not have had the chance to get in a few reps while I was showing you this home. But it could be your art studio, it's your flex space, it's your home. Use it however you want. Going to your 2nd bedroom in this home, because you can have a 2-bedroom floor plan, I want you to notice how spacious this bedroom is. It's a really great place for your guests to enjoy. And you see the little square box on the wall? I'm going to show you more about that in just a moment. As we continue the tour, you're going to notice this luxury vinyl plank flooring, and this may be your style. But as a standard, you have the 12-inch ceramic tiles in your entry, bathrooms, and your kitchen areas. If you like the luxury vinyl plank flooring, you certainly can have it. Now, drum roll, please. your favorite room in the home, your respite, the place to relax and unwind, the primary suite. And another feature you'll notice throughout the home in some of the areas are the pocket doors. So your doors aren't just swinging open and closed. You can just slide them open to help save a little extra floor space. And this square that you see here, this is actually your laundry chute. So it offers a little bit more convenience right there in your primary closet to just put it there and get ready to do laundry later. There's so much storage. I know you saw how large that walk-in closet is, but there's extra storage throughout this primary bath. And one of the other features I want to talk to you, standard versus option, is the large walk-in shower. Now, the shower is standard. However, if you love to soak and relax with a bath, that's an option that you certainly can have. But remember, you do have a full bath in the other area of the home. Now remember, I'm going to sprinkle in the different options and upgrades and the standard features throughout this tour. And we have 2 more homes to look at. So for this one, I want to point out 2 really smart features, and one of which is your HVAC system. So you can have a Lennox HVAC system, and there will be a closet inside the home versus, maybe the setup you have now where the system may be in an attic. So you're not climbing steps, climbing ladder. The system is right there. And the other thing that I think you will appreciate is that each of these homes is outfitted with a tankless water heater. How's that? For great energy efficiency. This is the sunroom, which is an option with this particular floor plan. You can have the sunroom or a 3rd bedroom. Let's take a look outside. Fortunately, you can have a large covered patio with a ceiling fan, and that's really not optional. You have to have that fan because remember, we're in Texas and we get triple-digit scorching temperatures. Heat is hot from July to August. Now for your recap. Remember, this is the largest of the 3 that we're going to tour today. This particular home has 1,653 square feet, and the price, we're looking at about $376,000, and price, as always, is subject to change. Now, let's take a pause for our station identification. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I realize you can find out quite a bit online: bedrooms, baths, square feet, price. But what you may not be able to discover is how people really live their lives in our different communities, cities, and suburbs. Well, that's where I come in. I hop in the car and I drive around so you can have the bird's eye view, VIP access of how people really live their lives. And if you like to be in the know, then you're going to want to subscribe below, press the bell. You'll be notified anytime anything goes down around town. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Now back to the video.
Current Amenity Center is being built here now. Will open summer of this year, looking up at the middle of August. In 3 years, we will have another Amenity Center here, 10,000 square feet. This current one that's going to be built is going to be the biggest one in the Metroplex, 15,000 square feet. It will have a cafe and a bar inside with ballrooms and meeting rooms, resort-style pool. It will have a nice big pond that's being built at the pier. They're going to fill that up with fish, so it'll be catch and release. Great activity for grandkids to take part with their grandparents and so forth. So it's kind of Del Webb as a whole, and here's 1876 Country Club that will open up to play either late this year or early next year. And then the Country Club itself, it's looking at 2026 to open up.
If lake life describes your life, well, you're in great shape because Lake Lewisville is only 25 miles from home. And if you've decided to move in Del Webb, the 55 plus community, you may or may not have children that are in close proximity to this particular area. So maybe your family or your grandchildren, because I know that's the real reason you would move close to family. Maybe they live in Prosper. Now, Prosper is about 6 miles from Celina. Or maybe they move to Melissa, McKinney, or Frisco. And Frisco is 15 miles from Celina. In Frisco, they have underway right now Universal Kids Resort. So if your grandchildren live farther away from these areas, guess what? They're going to come visit you because they're going to want to go to that Universal Kids Resort. So that's one way to increase the visits of the ones you love the most, your grandchildren. So those are a few reasons why people move to Celina and the things that you will enjoy around Celina. Of course, if you're in the DFW Metroplex, there's no way you're not going to Dallas and Fort Worth. But I wanted to show you some things that are closer to home. Now, less than an hour's drive away from your home is the state of Oklahoma. And you cross over the border, just a few minutes, you're going to hit WinStar Casino. And of course, you're only going there for the buffet and the shows. But if you so happen to just wander into the actual casino area, as I always say, what happens at the casino stays at the casino. And then you just get back in your car, drive back over to the great state of Texas, and back to home. This is where we're going to pivot and listen to a person who lived in Justin, Texas, had acreage, big home, but they decided, I'm ready for my next chapter of life. And I'm ready to start that life in Webb Legacy Hills in Celina, Texas. And I want you to hear what she has to say.
Just an energy. And so it seemed like it was an adventurous destination. You can fish, you can swim, you can exercise. They've got quite a few social events that you can attend. Then you can go have dinner. Everything is right there. So it's an awesome place. You know, we go out there every time we get a chance. And I can't wait to get out there.
Now you may be wondering, well, what are all of these fun things that you can do right at home in the community? Well, here are just a few. There is nearly a 16,000 square foot waterfront amenity center. You'll be able to enjoy pickleball courts, a resort-style swimming pool with several sun decks surrounding the pool, state-of-the-art fitness center, resident cafe and lounge, and there are going to be a variety of clubs and social groups, and you know how social you are, so you're going to really enjoy that. They're going to have certain organizations that you can join, trails. There's going to be a robust activity calendar for you to enjoy year-round, and surely there'll be something that you will enjoy with all of these activities. The Contour may be a better fit and design for your lifestyle. In this particular tour, we're going to focus in on the standards of the kitchen and the gathering room. Let's step inside. The Scenic Series is the smallest of the 3 series. It's going to be compact. You open the door and you are living your life. To the left is study, the office with the double doors. The last home we toured outfitted this space as your exercise room. As you would expect, you have a very comfortable guest room, and it's comfortable enough for them to enjoy their time with you, but you don't want to make it so comfortable they will never leave. But this is a really great space for your visitors to come and enjoy. Moving into a smaller home, smaller square feet, downsizing, doesn't mean you're downsizing your expectations in certain rooms, and the kitchen is one of them. In these homes, you'll be very impressed with the amount of storage that you will have here. Your upper cabinets are 36 inches tall. Obviously, you have quite a bit going on in the lower cabinets. Storage, storage, storage. You'll have the soft pull drawers. And as far as your appliances, you're going to have GE freestanding appliances in the Scenic Series. However, you can, in some floor plans, have the built-in appliances if that's more of your style and your taste. Your countertops, they're going to come standard as granite, but if you want an option of having something different as far as your countertops, you certainly can have that. Different options or design features that we can discuss later. It is always great to know you have the options. Now, we are entering into your, drum roll please, your gathering room. Now, this is the other place that I wanted to really focus in and tell you that you can extend the gathering room. Now, this is the place where I think you don't want to compromise. I know you're not going to compromise on your primary suite, and you won't have to with these floor plans. You have a really nice size primary bath where you're going to have as a standard the walk-in showers. If you want a separate tub, you certainly can have it. Here's the one thing that I like to call relationship saver. In this bathroom, you're going to notice that you have quite a bit of storage spaces, nice walk-in closet, but one of my favorite places that I think you're going to find a lot of peace are the vanities. This vanity, you have a large vanity with 2 sinks. So there's no reason for one of you, and you know who you are, to let your things slide over to another person's side because you have so much storage of your own. Here is your recap. The Contour offers you that extended gathering room option. You can have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It has about 1,396 square feet, and the price is around $350,000. This is a segment I like to call Know Before You Go. And if you have really taken a look at the Scenic Series and this is feeling like a really good fit for you, well, these are the things that you need to know. There are 4 different floor plans within the Scenic Series. Now, we only took a look at 3, but you can build a home either from a 2-bedroom or you can have a 3-bedroom. And don't forget, you have that sunroom option. You can choose the size of your home as a 1,207 square foot home, or you can go all the way up to a 1,653 square foot home. And as far as price, well, that's an important variable, right? The price begins at $338,990 all the way up to $375,990. And as always, price is subject to change. The other 2 things that I think are really important to know before you go, and one which is a question that you may be thinking this, and it is, hey Tracy, if I'm buying a brand new home, do I need a realtor? Well, consider this. When you're purchasing your home, you're looking around at different communities into the model home, and you walk in and you meet the salesperson. The salesperson works for someone, and that someone is the builder. You deserve someone to work for you on your behalf. Even though you have bought and sold many homes, you still want and you still deserve representation for yourself. And I want to represent you during this transition as your realtor. And the other important thing to know is that right now may be the best time for you to make your move into this community. Now think about it. Remember, this is your next place and it could be your last one. So you've lived in more than one home likely. So you understand what investment looks like. You understand appreciation and equity. This is a great time to get them all, because if you move in now, where they're projecting to have 1,200 homes. So there's a lot of growth between now and then. So if you get in this community while it is fairly new, then your home will continue, the price, as you know, will continue to rise over time, which means your appreciation increases, your equity increases, which means the wealth that you have gained in your home also appreciates. And let's face it, if you've lived in your current home at least 5 years, well, you've experienced and had the benefit of quite a bit of appreciation, quite a bit of equity, which means quite a bit of wealth that you can cash in and apply to your next place here at Dale Webb. Now let's check out our last home on our tour. Our final home of the tour is the Alpine, and although you're not going to see views of the mountain, you will have a beautiful view each day you come home. In Del Webb, you're going to have a fully sodded front, side, and back yard, beautifully landscaped front yard with full irrigation system. The thing I believe I really like about the Alpine is that although it's the smallest, it's coming in at 1,274 square feet, it packs a mighty punch. This kitchen rivals, I think, many of the other floor plans. This is one of the areas, if we're really honest, that you don't want to compromise, and you don't have to with this particular style and design. Built-in cooktop, and there is so much storage. I was utterly impressed. And wait until you see this. Yes, more built-ins, a built-in buffet, more storage, and including the island. Did you notice the doors and the drawers, even in the island? And of course, no kitchen would be complete without your pantry to stash your snacks and additional food and whatever else you can come up with because you have so much storage in other places. Everything you need is here. You have that kitchen, obviously showstopper, a nice space to dine, and a nice place to lounge. And don't forget, a great backyard for you to enjoy. Now, let's go ahead and turn the corner to probably your favorite place in the entire home and your respite, your primary suite. This design is going to be a little different from the other two that we saw, but I think you're going to appreciate some of these differences. One of the standards you're going to find in all the Del Webbs is the taller vanity cabinets, which means for you and your back, you're not leaning over as low. So that's a back saver. You're going to also appreciate, as a standard in Del Webb's primary baths, so much additional storage. And of course, you can enjoy the laundry chute. But what you may be wondering, I mean, you've got the shower, you've seen that a couple of times, but you may feel like you're missing something. But you're not. It's just designed differently in a different space, and this is your nice walk-in closet. Here's another feature that is a standard in the Del Webb homes, and I think it's a non-negotiable. It's a non-conversation, and that is the smart home hub. And they've got several things that you've grown to appreciate, and you may have in your own home, like the Ring doorbell camera, the Wi-Fi enabled garage door opener, your Wi-Fi thermostat, your smart door lock. But here's a bonus. Del Webb is offering you're going to have in your home as a standard wiring infrastructure throughout that will enhance your live streaming services. You've been binge watching, you're trying to get caught up on your show and how you're watching on a streaming device and the streaming stops streaming. Or if you have been working from home and you're using the internet and it seems to be crawling, the speed is so frustrating. Well, you're going to be covered with that because the infrastructure is going to also allow for high-speed internet. Please and thank you. Here is your recap. The Alpine is the smallest of the three that we toured today with 1,274 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and the price, $3,038,990. But as always, price is subject to change. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I realize that if you're watching this video, then you've experienced a certain level of success, and this probably is not your first home, but it could be one of your last ones. If you are interested in this community, then comment below. Grab one of those one-on-one consultation links so we can go in more detail about the amenities, the features, the HOA, the different fees that are involved in this community. Because this is just the tip of the iceberg. You really have to get caught up on the other videos that we've covered in this community. And remember, they're going to be in the description section of this video. Will it be the echelon, the distinctive, or today's video, the Scenic Series? Let's get together so we can better realize which one of these homes, which city, community, or suburb is the best place, your next place, maybe your last place to create your new memories and call home.